Hey, hi all. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And so finally, we have started the Python batch. I repeat, hope my voice is audible to everyone because I'm facing some issue with the headphone. So just, I'm sorry. Okay, can you please confirm anyone? Hope it
Yes,
is
it
clear.
is.
Oh, perfect. So moment you think if it is breaking or there's some lag or something, you please let me know. Okay. So we started this Python course. And I think introduction is not required. You all know me, right? And the format will be very much similar to SQL. How I teach SQL, the format will be same. And I have planned this course for 2.5 months, 2 to 2.5 months, but maybe it can stretch to 3 months. And I need a very strong patience level from you guys because you know like how we have studied the SQL course, right? Like each and every topic means whatever I know, I have tried my level best to explain in the best possible way. We have a very healthy discussion, and they were full freedom to ask question. We have never bothered about the timelines. I'm not sure that's good or not. So those who are planning to learn this with that view that oh I have to attain interview in next 1 month, so maybe this would not help you. I'm very frank in that way because I want to cover this in full detail from scratch, the way how I have covered SQL, and I want that support from you guys. So please don't don't suggest or compel me to complete the course fastly because you have interview and all those things, because I have faced that in few of the previous batches. That Tanvir, I have interview lined up. Can you please speed up the course? Or a lot of scenarios are not required. In-depth study, this much in-depth is not required. So that's why I'm telling all these things in beforehand, okay? And that's the reason I have not taken any payment from any one of you, because I know, most of you has trusted me, and because of that, you want to join this course. Maybe like you have liked the way how we have studied the SQL, right? So that is why I want to make it clear cut. The course duration maybe I'm sure it will go to 2.5 months. Maybe it can stretch to 3 months. Okay. So you have to have a very strong patience level. Otherwise, the format will be same as SQL. Like we'll be discussing multiple scenarios, and the project experience which I have working on SQL. I was sorry working on Python. Like I started working on Python. I remember in 2016. Okay, and at that time we were having approx 500 tables in staging, integration, and access layer for approx 7 to 8 sources data we used to get, and that was we have to automate the analysis. So that time we started learning Python. And then during 2019, I was assigned to create data pipelines because everything was on Informatica. Okay, and the license cost of Informatica is it's very costly actually, and it's a very powerful tool. Those who have worked, we all know that's a very powerful tool. And from my understanding, that's an ideal tool for an ETL project. But because the license cost is too high, so in our project, it was discussed that, okay, do we have any other options? So we have created the pipelines using this Python and all those things, right? So I will share all those scenarios, my project experience so far. Okay. And one thing I will tell you, okay, the positive thing, those who have regularly attended my SQL class, religiously worked on my assignment, I don't have to tell anything. You know that how that has helped you. Okay, I'm not asking anything. You know that, right? Or maybe those who have attended interview or those who have cracked the interview, you know that how that was helpful. Now, in the similar way, if you are learning this Python, okay, this combination of SQL and Python, if you will understand, trust me, for the next 5 to 10 years, from now onwards, for the next 5 to 10 years, you'll be having a lot of job offers in your pocket for sure. Why? Because this two, SQL and Python, will open gate for a lot of job opportunities. Okay. I agree that you have to learn Power BI or Tableau or Excel or maybe R language, but those, if you understand this now, that will not be that much complicated. So this will open a lot of job opportunities for you. Okay. Even your AI, if anyone is interested in AI, so backend is your SQL, your Python, and like a lot of mathematics, like statistics, probability, linear algebra, and all those things are there. Okay, the machine learning algorithm, all those things are there. I agree, but these all things will help you. Okay, that's a benefit you'll be getting out of this. Now, this is the syllabus which I'll be covering, and this is at a high level. Okay, I have not, splitted this in small modules. You might have seen the same way like how I've done in SQL, but intentionally I'm not splitted this. But at a high level, these are the buckets which we'll be discussing during the course. From here, okay, till it. Okay, I will break this like introduction to Python till operators in Python till here. Okay, this will be like one bucket. Conditional statement and then till modules will be one bucket. File handling will be one bucket. Classes objects till here will be one bucket, and pandas and numpy. So overall, this is having 5 or 6 modules. Okay. So that's all from mine. Now, before I start, if you have any question, please go ahead and ask if you have any question. There's anyone? Do you have any question? Anyone?
Yeah. Hi, Tanvir, Jayant here.
Yes, sir. Tell me. Jen.
So Tanvir, what I'm asking is, you're in the last you said object-oriented programming, right? Do we need to have
Yes.
completely programming knowledge? Because I'm not from the
No, no,
completely
no,
programming
no,
background.
no, not at all. Not at all. That's
Okay.
why I've taken the poll today. Okay. And in that poll, I will tell you that I have seen like 28 or 30 participants. They have kept themselves on the scale of 1 to 5. So maybe they know the Python, but I will start from scratch. The way like how I started SQL to create table, to insert data,
Okay.
and then to write select a statement. Okay,
Yeah, the
the
reason
same way I
only
will
for the
start.
reason for the
Mhm.
ask is like I'm not sure. I don't know anything about OOPS concept and all. Like in some cases we have OOPS concept, right? In Python.
Don't worry, OOPS is a very common thing, but don't worry about that. I'm assuming
Okay.
that no one knows SQL. I will start from basic, from scratch.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
the way how I have started SQL. So that's why I told like those who are the matured player in this course. So maybe you have to keep some patience level. Means the format will be exactly same how I taught you SQL. Okay, it will be
Yeah.
exactly same.
Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Okay, any other no problem. Any other question? But but uh trust me, if you will after 3 months, okay, if you are attending the classes regularly and if you have understood SQL, whatever I taught, if you have worked on all my assignments, if you have worked on my LinkedIn questions, I know few of the participants very regularly they are working on all those things. Similarly, if you will complete this Python, so take it means full guarantee from my end. This too will open a lot of job opportunities for you. Okay. So this will help you. So just 3 months, dedicate your weekends. I'm sorry for that. And this will give you a very good result. Okay. Any other question? Any other
Tanvi,
question? Yeah.
Tanvi, can you hear me?
Mhm. Yeah, yes, I mean, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So we are talking about from first point to the last point, right? NumPy. So this is the foundation for Python, right? For
Oh, who
all
told?
aspirants.
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no, no, no. See. Pandas and NumPy are libraries. This will help you in what I can say data analysis. I will not go in that detail now that how this will help, how you can create data frame. I will not discuss that the same way. Like if I'm teaching SQL, like I go step by step, one by one, right?
Yes.
To work on pandas and numpy, trust me, if this basics you will understand now, at least till here, till iterations and loops. These are the basics. If you'll understand, then all the libraries will be simple for you. Okay, like if you remember, like when I was teaching you SQL, right? So we have spent good amount of time in count, group by, having, and then in the aggregate functions, then set operators, right? And then quickly you guys have understood the concept of join, city expressions, and the window functions, right? It's exactly like that only. So that there is a hype in the market that pandas and numpy are like very tough, complicated, or it's very important, difficult to understand. Don't worry about all those things. My main focus will be here because I know if this area you will understand now, these all things will be very simple because these all concepts are based on top of this only. So that's where this area is very important. Okay, but pandas and numpy, obviously, when we will come here, I know because if you're working as a data analyst, this is important. But my main focus will be here, and I know because if this will be clear, you can understand this part very easily. Okay, and if you know the SQL, then again this will be much easier for you. Okay. Hope I answered your question. Samir, any other question do you have?
Hello.
Yeah, Samir. Okay, any other question, anyone?
Yeah. Uh, for data engineering roles, right? I mean, maybe I'm asking this question too early.
Uh-huh.
As in, what are the avenues, as in options or things we should be learning after this, as in for data to get into data engineering role?
Samir, you connect with me on my personal window. Okay, I will give you the full detail about that. Okay, for data engineering, because that's a very long story. I have to narrate then that what all things you have to learn. But for data engineering, SQL and Python are the base. If you understand this, then all the roadmap will be clear for you. Okay, but yeah, many other things are there you have to learn. You connect with me, I will share that entire roadmap with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, this is Madhukiran. I'm working
Yeah.
as a tester.
Hmm.
Yes, I'm working in the ETL domain. We come with a project for building a using Python. We need to automate the things, but I
Yes,
don't.
yes.
But I know only the basics. How that is course will help me because I'm using the TM1 Py library for that. I'm not sure how to automate the things, how to create a data pipeline. How this will course help me? Can you tell me?
See, Madhukiran, earlier, before 2015, okay, when I used to review the code of ETL testers, means what they used to automate. As a tester, you have to test multiple tables, the transformation logics, right? And it is expected that the same testing you should not do manually again and again. Manually, in the sense, manually you will execute the query, you will verify the result, right? So earlier, before that, we used to automate all those things using Unix shell scripting. Okay, that was again very powerful. And then we started doing that using Python. Okay, so and even nowadays, if anyone is planning for ETL testing, okay, and ETL testing is one of the underrated job profile, which many of you don't know. But this is a very powerful job profile, and many times we get salary in par with the developers. Okay. And I have told this at multiple forums as well, especially for non-technical guys. This is a very good roadmap. Okay, but because many of you don't know what is ETL testing, database testing, you only think about data analyst and data engineer. But this is also a very good job profile, which especially non-technical guys, I will recommend you can go for if you're planning for that. Okay. So what is the expectation, Madhukiran? Nowadays, if you're planning for ETL testing, they will ask you questions from Python. Okay. Why? Because they know if you know Python, you can connect through Python to your database. Okay. And then you can automate the testing of the tables, so whatever you're doing. You can implement your transformation logics, business logics, and all those things very easily. And I remember, like I told you in 2016, like one of the project in which I was working, 500 tables we have automated using Python only. So that's why it is required. But for you, it is good if you know pandas, NumPy, not much. Till pandas, if you will know, and this basic things. So this will add a this will add a good weightage on your resume because nowadays they're asking that you should know Python as well apart from SQL. And for ETL testing, SQL should be again a strong. Okay, and Python, if you know this will give you an edge in your interview process. And I will recommend those who are planning for ETL testing, you must learn Python now, because nowadays they're asking Python, because this will help you to automate your tables and all those things. Okay, how it will do that? So maybe we can discuss during the course. Okay. Hope I answered. Any other question?
Hi,
Yeah,
Tanvir.
thank you.
Smile here.
Guys, my
I just wanted to ask you, what kind of determination are you expecting from us? Like previously, when I attended the SQL September batch, it was a weekday
Hmm.
batch,
Hmm.
and I used to practice every day 1 hour. And this is a weekend batch. So how do you like? What kind of expectations do you have for us? Like how should it be? Should it be 1 hour daily?
Yeah. So one thing again, I will repeat already. I have mentioned this. Patience. Okay, I know, because I go at a very slow pace in detail, and I know maybe sometimes it is boring. From you guys, what I need is, and I told that you have learned SQL. Now the Python model which I will teach you, the way how I will teach you. Okay. So first of all, attend the classes regularly. Okay, don't trust on that recording, because from my understanding, recording will not give you that feeling. Okay, the concentration will not be that much. Maybe exceptions will be there. Attend the classes regularly. Work on my assignments. Okay, this two only thing. For that, make a routine that okay, Monday to Friday, at least 30 minutes. Make a routine that 30 minutes I have to go through the recording and I have to work on the assignments. Monday to Friday, if you're making a routine, this is sufficient. Okay, this is what I will expect from you. Okay. Is that fine? And I don't have the slots on Monday to Friday. That's why I'm not started this batch on weekdays. I started on weekend evening 9 to 10:30, because this is the only slot I have actually. I'm very sorry for that. Any other question, guys? Anyone? And the payment, many of you have approached me for payment. So we will not accept payment today, tomorrow. We will accept payment from Monday. Okay, there is a reason, I will tell you at later point of time. Okay, any other question, anyone, before I proceed?
Yeah, Tanvir, can you hear me?
Yeah, Sandeep, please go ahead.
Tanvir, as means for me, the Python is completely new. I'm not having any background related with the Python.
Okay.
So are we means as a part of assignments, are we going to cover any small project kind of work or small assignments that will help us in our project, like the logging while the Python code executes? So it will put some logs. So at what stage things are going
See,
wrong, things are going well. So is it any kind of things you're planning to cover under the exception handling part?
that we will see one by one, but in the beginning, I cannot give you some projects. Okay. That will go in a very incremental manner. Like if you have attended the SQL class, you remember like how I have given the questions, simple questions, give the questions in medium, little bit questions were complex. So like that will go in an incremental manner. Okay. And during the course, I was telling you my project experience. Like if you remember the same way, like how in SQL, when I was teaching, I used to tell that suppose if I was teaching minus operator, I told you where not to use that. When I was teaching average, I told you when average fails. When I was teaching you not in, I told you under which situation not in will give you incorrect result. If you remember that null part, right? So all
Right.
those I learned based on my project experience when we have faced escalations and issues and the defects. Okay, so the same thing like what all I have learned from a project. So I will add all the flavors of project here. Okay.
Yeah, thanks so much.
But yes, that will be in an incremental manner, one by one, slowly.
Yeah. That,
So Tanvir, what would be the classes timing?
9 to 10:30 Saturday and Sunday, IST. 10:30 p.m. IST.
So at night time
Uh,
only, right? So are you planning
Yeah.
for daytime?
Daytime, sorry, I don't have bandwidth in the morning. That's why.
Okay.
And then,
Tanvir, can you talk about like the types of projects you will be covering in this training?
Projects, I cannot comment anything on project as of now. First of all, I will give you the basic assignment questions. Okay. Once you will get some good maturity at least till OOPS concept. Okay. Then I will show you some mini projects. Don't worry about project part, guys. Okay. And once you will understand this now, so I mean the project part will be clear. Maybe if you're thinking project that okay, I have never worked on Python and maybe in interview I have to explain that. So don't worry. I will tell you a project where you can explain this or you can showcase this. Okay. Is that
All
fine?
right. Yes. Thank you.
So fine then, quickly, I want to understand just few, 4 or 5 expectations from this course. Quickly, why you want to join this course? What is the expectation? Who wants to go first?
I would like to go first. I would like to upskill myself as the technologies are upgrading and Python has become a must in majority of the organizations these days. So that will be my number one priority.
Okay, good. And that's good. We should always enrich our skill sets with the time, especially in IT industry, because that keeps on, what I can say, like growing. Okay, any other?
To understand the scripting language, because right now we are in field where we need the scripting in data world, I can say. So that's it.
Okay. Are you talking from data engineering perspective? You want to create data pipelines and all those things? Maybe. Okay, no issues. Next expectation.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi, Shita.
Yeah, hi. Actually, I expecting as SQL and Python, how I can use both the languages for data, whatever in my project, how I can use the both languages in combination with the SQL and Python.
Okay. See, actually, currently, the entire IT industry, mostly, they're working on data-related projects. Okay. Like whether it is your AI, your machine learning, your ETL, your ELT, anything. Most of the projects are based on the data-related. SQL and Python have the capability to process the data, to manipulate the data, or to play with the data. Okay. So that is why I told you that if you will learn SQL and Python both, this will open gate for a lot of job opportunities. Okay, like you say, if you know SQL and Python, just learn Power BI. So you will not face much challenge in learning Power BI. SQL, Python, Power BI. Okay, and then a little bit Excel. This will open you, and then this Power BI and Excel you can learn within 1.5 to 2 months. That is more than enough, and that is simple as compared to this. That will open the gates for data analyst, business analyst, Power BI developer. Okay. Then apart from this, if you learn few other concepts of data engineering, okay, you can intend to develop data engineering. Okay. Then you can intend to develop ETL tester. So that's why this two combo is very powerful, very powerful. Okay. So that's why I'm telling this two, if you understand in a better way, each and everything. Okay. But you have to learn it in a very you have to go at a very granular level, and from there you have to understand each and everything. Okay, Sheetal?
Yes, sir. And sir, Python, if we learn the Python, then it will help in the automations, any type of any.
Of course. I told you, in my project 2016, we automated almost 500 tables based on this Python only.
Okay.
Okay, and that was very simple, Miss. We have not used a lot of things, Miss. Just pandas and NumPy we have used that we have done. Entire data pipeline which was built on Informatica, we have built on the using Python. Okay, so this is very powerful.
Okay, thank you.
Your
sir.
AI at the back end, it needs, it works on that, your Python libraries. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
So that's why I'm telling, dedicate the next 3 months weekend. Okay, for this Python, and then you will see the result, guys. Yeah, next question.
Tanvir, yes, I am working. I have around close to 8 years of experience. Initial 4 years into accounting and finance. Later on, since then I'm working as a Tableau developer, and currently I'm facing a lot of issues while loading data into the Tableau because I have to perform some data manipulation in Tableau. And since Tableau is a purely visualization tool, right? All
Right,
type of data massaging should happen before loading into Tableau.
correct.
So my intention is to use Python and
Data cleaning activity.
Data cleaning, data aggregation, and all that stuff should happen at before
We will
loading
see that.
Python.
Yeah,
Before loading data. Yeah.
yeah, we will see all those things. But for that, it will take some time, maybe 1 month. Then I will show you all those things.
Yes.
Okay. Fine then, guys. Yeah, Leela. Sorry,
Yeah,
why?
my expectation. Yeah, can you hear me fine?
Yeah,
Hello?
I can hear you. Please go ahead. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, so my expectation here is like I would like to apply this knowledge. Like after learning SQL, I have gained so much knowledge. Like I will be able to work on SQL queries a bit better than where I am
Okay.
previously. So
Okay,
with the
okay.
help of what are the knowledge, like if you take any programming knowledge, if you take oops concepts, it will be applicable for all the texts, right? So I wanted to gain that
Yes.
knowledge where it will be helpful for me to apply it to other technologies.
Okay, sure. We'll discuss it. Okay, fine then. A quick survey. Can you raise your hand? Like how many of you don't know anything? Means don't know means almost you are means don't know anything about SQL. Can you raise your hand, please?
About SQL or about Python?
Sorry, Python. I'm very sorry. Python. Yeah, Python. 3, 4. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. Now, one more question I have. Do you want me to start from scratch the way how I started the SQL, or you want me to start directly with some little bit advanced concept?
So Tanvir, starting from scratch, it would be very helpful.
From scratch, yes.
Okay, fine then. Okay, guys, and apart from this, if anyone has any suggestion or any feedback, you can please connect on my personal window. If you have any other expectation from this course, please connect on my personal window. So net, the format will be exactly same how I have covered SQL. Everything will be from scratch, and we'll be trying to cover each and every nut and bolt of the system. Okay. Now, can you tell me like why we learn any programming language? What is the reason? How I know like to get a job, right? But how it helps a company, any programming language, whether it is Python, whether it is Java, whether it is C, Unix, or scripting, or any other thing. Why? What is the need to learn this? Why it helps a company?
It's a tool, right, Tanvir? So by using this tool, we are giving set of instructions to computer to perform some sort of tasks.
Okay.
I think the question doesn't have a particular answer because each language serves a different purpose at different levels. For example, Python can serve in scripting or for testing or for creating or for development. So I think that will be a fair answer. It serves in different.
Okay, fine. Suppose I am staying in Kerala, okay, and I have a staff working with me, and Kerala means I know that. Or suppose I am staying in Karnataka, and I like that we speak Kannada in Karnataka, right? and I have a staff from Delhi who only knows Hindi, and I don't know Hindi. So what will be the problem there? Communication gap, right?
Yes.
I will not be able to guide him that what he has to do, and he will not be able to understand that what I am telling him to do, right? So for that, either I have to learn Hindi or my staff has to learn either English or Kannada. You agree?
Yes.
Yes. Same way, if you want your computer to do something for you, to do something means to ease your daily task, okay, or to do some task for you, you have please go on mute, guys. I'm getting tired. You have to understand the language of computer, right? Then only you can tell no that do this, do that for me. Then only he can do whatever you want, right? So that is why for any programming language, first of all, you have to understand that how to communicate with the computer, how to communicate with that means the engine, right? If you don't know the language, then how you will tell him that what you want when you learn SQL. So actually what we have learned, you have learned first of all the keywords like select, from, where, group by, having, and all those things, right? And those are the reserved keywords. Reserved keywords means the engine has a special meaning, right? Engine knows what to do. If you're writing select a star from employee table, so engine knows, oh, select means I have to display. From means there is some table. A star means all the columns, right? So like that, you have to understand the reserved keywords of each and every language. Then you can communicate, no? Then you will give command that, oh, do this for me, do addition, do subtraction, do this task or do that task, right? So that is why we have a language so that we can give our command, we can give our instructions, and the computer can do the task what you want. Okay, like you see, very simple example, your ATM machine, right? A lot of when you are when you're swapping your card, a lot of things are happening inside, right? So how all those things are happening? It seems like someone is sitting behind and doing all those tasks, but how it is happening? You have programmed your ATM machine in such a way that it performs all those validations and authentication. It checks whether you have that amount or not. It checks whether this card is valid or not, expired or not, and all those things, right? So you have directed the machine that I want this. You have programmed it. So for that, first of all, you have to understand the language. That is the reason we learn any language, whether it is C, Java, Python, or any other language, because we have to communicate with the computer so that we can give our instructions, our commands, and the computer can do some tasks for us. Hope this is clear. I know many of you know this, but this is the reason to learn any programming language. Okay. Now, little bit about Python. Okay, so the Python, it is not very old as compared to SQL. Okay, SQL is almost like close to 40-45 years now. Okay, but Python, it is hardly 30 to 35 years. Okay, and now it has gained more momentum, especially after 2015, because like we are handling huge volume of data, and it can do, we have to do the data analysis, data processing, data cleaning activities, and all those things, right? So that's why now Python has gained more momentum. Suddenly, I will tell, if you will ask someone that before 2010, have you heard about Python? So very few they know about Python, because at that time everyone was learning C or Java. One of my cousin brother, he told that during 2001, if anyone know C language, so the companies will give them on-site opportunity, and they will go to US, UK, and all those things, because that was a huge demand. So now Python, what's in huge demand? Because it has the capability that it can play with the data. Okay. Hope that is clear. Okay. One more thing, it is relatively easy to learn. There are multiple reasons why people tell that it is easy to learn and all those things, because many of its commands are like plain English word. And trust me, guys, especially I'm telling to non-tech folks. First of all, forget that I am from non-technical background. Forget this. Okay. Python is really very easy, but the thing is, you have to learn it in a very disciplined manner. Okay, you have to learn it one by one, a step by step. It's very easy. Okay, and most of the most of the apps on your mobile device nowadays, okay, that is created based on Python. Many other applications are there. Okay, where you'll find the existence of Python. Okay, and the second thing is it's a high level language. Anyone knows what is a high level language? Any idea what is high level language means? Anyone?
Human readable.
Human readable. Okay, ready-made answer. Any other? But that's fine. Any other? What is high level language?
Computer understandable language, which human writes a code and which integrates into machine language that can be incorporated.
Okay. Any other thought? What is high level? We are telling Python is a high level. Why? Yeah.
High level as in
Yeah. Please go ahead. Sorry. High level means?
Basically, high-level languages require use of any compiler or interpreter for transitioning into their into the system. They require some sort of compilers or interpreters. But low languages, they directly give instruction to the manage. But high level, they need some mediators like compilers or interpreters.
Oh, okay. Good.
With minimum statement as in high level as in with minimum lines of codes.
It is difficult to write a code in binary, so we will write in high level and later we convert.
Good. See, actually, when you are writing any piece of code, okay, so that is getting converted like in bytes and bits and zeros and ones. Okay, then your computer, the engine, they understand it. This is the fact. Okay. Now, if user has to write a code and that bits and bytes or zeros and ones, it will become very tough. Okay. So that's why in a high level language, it has been made user friendly. Okay. So that you don't have to understand the internal thing that how it is getting converted in zeros or ones or bits and bytes. That's why the name is high level. It means it is very near to the user. The user can understand what he is doing. He can write it. But that has to convert. Okay. The high level language will be converted. Okay. And then the engine can understand it. Whereas the low level language is machine friendly. The machine or the engine can understand what I have to do. But high level language means that is user friendly. If I am writing, I will understand that what I am writing. Okay. So a high level language means it's like a programming language, which is easy for any user or human being. They can easily understand, read, write, or understand it. Okay. And these are intentionally made in such a way, like in a plain English, so that you can understand it. Okay. So is that clear? Because the reason is if we will expose that machine code means what machine understands, it will become difficult for user to understand. So that's why these languages are high level, so that user can easily understand it. They can read and they can write and they can program. Okay. But finally, that is converted into the machine code. And then the engine executes it and the computer executes that directly. Okay. So in other words, you can tell like high level languages are very far from the machine code. Okay. Because if you have to code in machine code zeros and bytes, you will not understand it, right? So that's why high level language is at a little bit far away from the machine code. And that is very near, very closer to your English language. Okay, like when you will see this a few of the keywords of the Python, you will see that, oh, this is very similar to the English language. Why? Intentionally that has been made like that so that the user, they can code it. Okay. If we will tell you that, okay, write the programming language in machine code, we will not understand. It will become very difficult. Okay. On the other hand, the low-level programming languages, they are very close to the machine code or assembly language. Okay. The machine will understand it easily, but we user cannot understand. It become very difficult for us to understand. Okay. So that's why low-level languages are very close to machine instructions or machine language or machine code, whereas high-level language has been made intentionally user-friendly so that the user can understand. They can write it in plain English. Okay. But low-level language, the other demerit is like the human, the users, they will find it difficult to read and all those things. Is that clear? Did you understood like what is high level, what is low level, why we go for high level, why not low level? Is that clear a little bit?
Yes, Tanvir, very clear.
Okay. And why I'm telling this, sometime it happens in an interview. Okay, we will ask this simple things just to check that how much strong ground do you have. Okay, because when you are starting a new project, okay, and especially the leads and the technical architect, okay, they will be discussing this, that okay, which language we have to use for this project, what should be the underlying architecture and all those things. So for that, this discussion will happen, high level, low language. And if you don't know, so you will feel lost during those brainstorming sessions and all these things. Okay. And the same line like your CPU. Okay, now you guys tell me, your CPU. Do you think CPU can easily understand high level language or low level language? What do you think? CPU.
Low level language.
Low level language, because low level is very close to the machine code and your CPU understands the machine code. So that is why your CPU understands low level language. If you're writing high level language, that is first of all converted into the low level language, and then your CPU understands. Now I will tell you why the name they have kept high and why they kept the name low. Low means it is closer to your machine, to CPU. Okay. High means it is far away from the understanding of CPU. That's why from the CPU perspective, they have given the name low or high. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
It is clear to everyone. Okay. Fine. Now, next question, if you understood this. So programs which are written in low level language, I repeat, the programs or the codes which are written in low level language, do you think that needs to be translated or interpreted or converted for CPU to understand?
No.
No.
Why?
Because that will already be in binary.
That is already in the machine code, right? Suppose I remember like once when I went to South India for the first time during 2007. Okay, and I was a Hindi speaking guy, and there few like I went to a local shop, and the shop that the salesman, he was speaking in Kannada. So we used to take our South Indian friends with us for the for translating the things. Okay. So now if someone is already staying in Karnataka and he went for shopping, do you think he needs a translator? No, he doesn't need that. Similarly, if a language is already in low level, do you think translation or interpretation is required? No, it's not required, because already that is close to the machine code. The CPU understands it, that is in the language of CPU. So machine will understand it. So translation or interpretation is not required. I asked this question to many folks that, okay, why for low level languages generally this translation is not required. So many of them means they will make stories and all those things, right? But hope you understood the reason for this. Is that clear?
Yes, Tanvir.
Yes, Tanvir.
Okay. Now tell me one thing. Next question. For which language, high level or low level, you should have a deeper knowledge of machine language? I repeat, for which language, high level language or low level language, a deeper knowledge of machine language is required?
Low level.
Low level language.
Low level language, right? The deeper knowledge of machine is required, right?
Yeah.
So fine. So hope that is clear. The lower level language is like a machine language or machine code, and which is nothing but the binary code. You know, like the computer works based on the zeros and ones, right? We all have studied in our primary, like 12th standard, zeros and ones. It converts in the binary and hexadecimal and all these things, right? So this was all about your high level and low level languages. And hope if you're getting this in the interview, you'll be able to understand. Okay. And fine. This is all about your fine. Now there are many other things about this Python, like interpreter, compile, and all those things. So I will come to all those things one by one. Otherwise, this will become a very theoretical session. Okay. Now let's start with this. First of all, the installation part. Okay. To install this, and first of all, you have to install Python. Okay. So that link I will give you. Don't worry about all those things. I will give you the link. I don't want to cover all this installation that, okay, use this link and click here and then install. You all know that part, right? But still, I will share the link. From there, you can download the Python. Okay. Now, okay, any questions so far before I proceed further?
One question from my side, Tanvir.
Yeah.
So is Python an interpreter language?
That's what I told. Just give me some time. I will tell you in detail about interpreter and compiler. Okay. What is that interpreter? Because I know if I will answer this, then you will ask why interpreter. So for that, I have to tell you what is interpreter, what is compiler. If Python is an interpreter language, why it is. But to answer your question, yes, it is an interpreter language. But why and all those things? Okay, I will tell you in detail. Okay. Is that fine, Ismail?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
But to quickly answer your question, yes, Python is an interpreter language. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other question, guys, from this?
Can you give some example on low-level language? What is the language currently available?
Sorry, your voice was a little bit breaking. Why telling?
Can you give some example on low-level language?
Low-level languages examples like your so first of all, C, C++, Java, Python. Okay, these are like your high-level languages. Low-level languages are your machine-level languages. Okay, like earlier you were having that assembly language. I'm not sure how many of you have heard about that. Okay, so those were examples of the low-level languages. But nowadays, like most of the languages, C, C++, Java, Python, C#, okay, they all are high-level languages. Okay, but if you want a detailed example of all those things, so maybe I can share that. But nowadays, most of the languages what we're using are high-level. Okay, any other question? Okay. Now I will share the link with you guys for how to download Python. I don't want to spend time on that. It's very simple. Just you have a link, you can use that. Through that, you can download the Python. Okay. And again, it doesn't need a very strong configuration. Even if you have 4 GB RAM, that will work. But you need a personal laptop. Those who maybe if you don't have personal laptop, there are other coding grounds where you can try, like W3 schools, they give a coding ground. You can practice there, because if you have official language laptop, so your company will not allow you, right, to download it. Okay. So if you don't have the personal laptop, there's W3 schools, tutorials point, and all those things. They provide a platform where you can code, so that I will show you. Okay. Is that fine? Shall I proceed further?
Yes, Tanvir.
Okay, good. So once you will install Python, okay, then you will see here, or maybe write command prompt. Just write CMD. This is the command prompt. If you will write Python, once you will install it, okay, it will show you the version of it, like Python 3.10.11. Okay, so it means that Python has been installed. If you are facing some challenge in installing Python, you please connect with me. I will tell all these things. Okay, I will share the link on that our group. What I can say, like how to install, what is the link for that, and through that you can install it. Is that fine? Okay.
Yes, Tanvir.
Yes, Tanvir.
Okay. Now, the Python which you will install, that is like an ideally. Okay. It means that is the main engine. Okay. Like it will execute your code and all the tasks backend it will perform. Okay. But we have a concept of IDE. Anyone who knows what is IDE? Why we need IDE? Any thought about IDE? Any idea what is IDE, guys?
I may not be correct. I think it's a open platform where you can code.
Yes, you are correct. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. Okay. Like when we were studying SQL, I used to run the commands on that Oracle Life SQL, right? You
Yes.
remember that?
Yes.
Or those who have worked on Java, you might have written your code on Eclipse, right? So similarly, for Python, you have this Jupyter notebook, okay, and where you can write your code and you can execute all those things. You might have heard about Anaconda and Jupyter and all those things, right? Where you can write your code. So the best part about IDEs is that it gives you editing feature, okay? It will highlight you if you're doing some syntax error. I know that doesn't make much sense now. I will show you all those things. Let me show you. So this is the IDE of Jupyter and all those things. Okay, I will show you like how to install and all those things. Okay, but IDE is something like where you can write your code, or it means you can edit it. It will show you that where is the syntax error. You can format it. You can find the errors and all those things. And it is easy to manage as well. But the main thing will be done by you ideally. Okay, so here like you have that Jupyter platform, which you can install through. First of all, you have to install Anaconda. I will show you I will share the link of that as well. So that you have to run, and then you will install that Anaconda. And Anaconda provides an IDE, which is known as Jupyter Notebook. Let me show you that. I have that. Okay. So once you will install this Anaconda, hope my screen is visible, guys.
Yes, Tanvir.
So which screen is visible? Are you able to see this
Anaconda Navigator?
Right? Okay. So don't worry. I know like all these things will be very new to you. Maybe those are from non-technical. This seems Latin and Greek. Okay. Don't worry about that. Okay. So I will share the link. Just click on the link. It will get installed. Okay. And in this Anaconda, you have this Jupyter. You can see this Jupyter, right?
Yes.
Okay. So can you tell me why this is known as Jupyter? Anyone? Actually, this is a combination of 3 programming languages. Okay. One is Julia, second is Python, and then R. Okay. And these 3 are like a core programming languages. You might have not heard about Julia or R, but these all are, especially Python and R are used in the data analysis, but that is fine. So that's why the name is Jupyter. JU from Julia, and then PY from Python, PYT from Python, and then R from the R language. That's why it is known as Jupyter. Okay. Once we'll click on launch, it will open. Where is that? Yeah, it will open this platform. Okay. Now here you can see it will show all these things. Okay. And what is this? How to start coding all these things? I will tell you. Okay. Fine. Now here, okay, this is the one platform through which you can go. Now, if you click on here, you can see, I will tell you each and everything. What is this and all these things? Don't worry. Okay. Now, if you click on new, okay, new Python. So it will open a new page. Now, similarly, in Oracle Live SQL, no, you can see a ground where you can write your code. So here you can write your code. We'll discuss about all these buttons. So far, any question? Is this clear?
Yes, clear, Tanvir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we will code on Jupyter Notebook. Okay, this is just like a ground, coding ground where you can write your Python code. That we'll see. The other way is in the search bar, you just write ideally. Okay. Once you will install the Python, I will share the link. Okay, and this installation is very simple. Don't think it is like Java. Those who have studied Java, that the installation is very complicated. You have to install a lot of jar files, blah, 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 blah. No, here it is very simple. Just one link I will give you for Python. And from there, download it, or maybe let me give you that. Just right here, www.python.org.download. This is the link. Okay, go to this link, download Python, click here. Because why I'm not explaining this, these are the silly things you all know, right? Now click on the download Python. So you will get this latest one, 3.11.6. Okay, once you click on it, automatically it will download. That's all, story over. Is this clear?
Yes, Tanvir.
Is this
Yes,
clear?
Tanvir.
Okay. Now, similarly, if you want to install this Anaconda, this one. So for that, you have this www.anaconda.com download. That's all. Click on this and you will go to this download option. I think this is the one. Now from here, you can download it. Okay. Fine. Now, let me close this option. So if you're getting stuck somewhere, let me know. Okay, we'll discuss it. Okay, so let me open a new. And then once you have this, once you will launch the Anaconda, you have to click on this launch of Jupyter. Then it will open this platform, this one. Now here, just click on this new button, then Python. It will open a new page. Now here you can start coding. Don't think about all this stuff. Then what is this and all those things. Ignore all those things. Okay, we will discuss one. Okay, fine. Now, now we will start our coding. Now, so far, just at a very high level, I told you why we need programming languages, why Python is known as high level languages, what is high level, what is low level language, right? And then the installation part. If you're getting stuck in installation, please connect on the question window. It's very simple. Now, first of all, in Python, we will learn about print command, which is very simple. And in most of the programming language, you have this, okay? So print command is used to print something. And one thing, in SQL, tell me, select if you write in uppercase or lowercase, does that matter?
No.
No.
No, that doesn't matter, right? Even one of the assignment question was that SQL is case sensitive with reserved keywords. No, SQL is not case sensitive with reserved keywords. That's the best thing in SQL. SQL will never bother you with the case of the reserved or the user defined keywords. But in Python, you have to be very alert with all those things. That I will prove one by one. Okay. Now, suppose here I am writing, let's learn Python. Just so if you're writing print, so this is a reserved keyword. And here as well, the meaning of a reserved keyword is same what I taught you in SQL. The reserved keyword print is to print something. Engine will understand that, oh, user wants me to print something, right? Print, let's learn Python. The user will understand that, oh, Mr. Tanvir is telling me to print, let's learn Python. Once you have written this, then click on this run button. Now see, this is the output. Let's learn Python. Now, this print all is in lowercase, no? Now I will write P in uppercase. Okay. And then write the same thing. Let's learn Python. Now I'm running this code. Click here, click on the run button. It is throwing error message. What is error message? Print is not defined. Why? because here you have written P in uppercase. But in Python, all the reserved keywords, you have to be very careful with the case. Is this clear?
Yes, Tanvir.
Okay, maybe most of you know this, right? Okay. Now, you might be thinking that Tanvir, you have written here this in single quotes. What if I will write this in double quotes? Then what will be the output?
Would be same.
What will be the output of this, guys?
I think it will execute.
You will be getting the same output. So you can write in single quotes or you can write in double quotes, but make a habit of using anyone, either single quotes or double quotes. Okay. Hope this is clear. You understood this?
Yes, Tanvir.
Okay. Now, suppose if I am writing print, my name is Tanvir. Okay. So if I will execute this, engine has displayed this, my name is Tanvir. Okay. But suppose I want someone to answer what is your name. It means I want my Python engine to ask from someone that, okay, what is your name? And then the user should tell something that, yes, this is my name. And then my Python should display that. Okay. So for that, okay, I have not told you variable, no? Variable, I have not told you, right? Okay, so first of all, let me explain variable. Oh, print statement is clear to everyone, correct?
Yes, Tanvir.
Yes, Tanvir.
Now there is a concept of variables. I maybe most of you know, but anyone who wants to answer what is a variable?
That takes in any value we.
Okay. Any other? Tom?
It's like column name.
Oh, it's like column name.
Column name in Excel.
Okay, fine.
We can store something anywhere we want.
Container will store values. It will
Good.
point to a particular memory location.
Good. Most of you know. Very good. Variables, for the time being, to keep the things simple, assume variables as your carry bag. Okay. What is a variable? Variable is your carry bag. Fine. When you're going for shopping, you will carry the carry bag, right? And maybe in that you can put the vegetables, fruits, or whatever you want. Similarly, in the world of Python, my carry bag is variable. In that variable, I will store some data, either number, integer, whatever you want. So for that, we need variables, sir. Because if you went for shopping, okay, and you purchased, you bought like vegetables, fruits, and all those things. So where you will keep it? You need some carry bag, no? Right? So here in the same way, if I want to store some data, I need some carry bag. And for me, the carry bag is a variable. Is that clear?
Yes, Tanvir.
Yes, Tanvir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what is variable? Variable is a carry bag for me because I have to store data. To store data, I need some variable. Okay. Now, if you want to store data, okay, so I told that you need a carry bag and that is your variable. Okay. Now, if I'm going on my scooty, okay, I have a scooty and I'm going on my scooty. I went for shopping. I bought some vegetables, some fruits. I kept that in the carry bag. After that, what I will do? I will keep it somewhere in my scooty, no? Like you have that box in the scooty where you can keep it, right? And now, even below seat, you have some spaces where you can keep it, right? So you will keep that carry bag, or you will keep it in the hand and you will ride your bike or scooty. How you will do it? Will you hold it in your hand and you will ride the bike or scooty, or how you will manage your carry bag? Tell me.
No, we'll keep it in the
Store it
capacity
under
store.
the state. Yeah.
You will keep it somewhere, right? Either you will keep it in the storage area, which is provided below the seat of that scooty. You might have seen that, right? Or maybe at the foot place, right?
Yes.
So it means again to store your carry bag, you need some space. Same way to store my variables, I need some memory. Is that clear? So where your variables are getting stored? Where? In memory. Is that clear?
Yes.
So a memory will be allocated. Memory is nothing, your disk space. Okay. In that memory, there will be what I can say, that your variables will be stored. Within that variable, you'll be having your data. Is that clear? Or it's not clear? Is this clear, guys?
Yes.
Clear, Tanvir.
Yes, sir.
Especially those who are very new to SQL, very new to Python. I am targeting you guys. Is this point clear? If it is not clear, feel free and ask. So these are the very important things. At least 100 times you will see that I'll be telling you about variables during this entire course. Okay. So variables is the carry bag where you can store data. Now to keep the variables, I need some memory. Okay. Now tell me, you have kept variable in some memory. Okay. So do you think that variable will be having some address?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Your variable will be having an address that where it has been stored. You don't know that, but internally the engine, the ideally, they all know that, okay, Tanvir has created. I will tell you the examples, don't worry, okay? But before that, this is the problem with Python or any other language like Java. First of all, you have to make a full trailer of the movie. You have to show that trailer, okay? But in SQL, this is not the thing. Directly, you can write query and you can show it, right? But in Python, you will see for each and every concepts what we'll be discussing. First of all, I have shown you the full story, and then I will show you that, oh, this is the thing, right? So variable means it's a carry bag where you can store your data, and variable is getting stored in some memory, and for that you have some physical address. Hope it is clear. Fine. Shall I proceed further?
Yes, Tanvir.
Okay. Now, suppose if I am writing here name equals Tanvir. Oh, I'm not Tanvir. Let me write Rohan. Name equals Rohan. So the meaning of this is I'm telling to I'm telling to Python that I have a variable with the name. Okay. And in this variable, what I have stored?
Rohan.
Okay. So Rohan is a data which has been stored here in a variable, which is name. And this name will be stored somewhere in the memory with some address. Is this clear?
Yes, Tanvir.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, to prove that yes, Rohan has been stored in name, I will show you. I will tell to Python that Python, okay, you have stored Rohan in name, no? Okay, fine. Let's show me that if you have stored. So that's why I'm telling print name. I'm telling to Python, Python, you please display what you have stored in name. That is what I'm telling here. Now, if I will execute it, check. This is not what Python is telling that yes, in name carry bag, in name variable, I stored Rohan. This is the output. Is this clear?
Yes, Tanvir.
Yes.
Is this clear, guys, everyone? Okay.
Yes, Tanvir. Yes, sir.
Fine. Okay, good. Let's proceed further. I'm muting everyone because I'm getting some background noise. Similarly, if I want to store age, I will write here 25 or something, your wish. Okay. Now here, what is the variable here?
Age.
Age. In the age variable, what you have stored?
25.
Number.
25. Now suppose someone is telling that, no, Tanvir, prove it that age you have stored 25. How you will prove? Tell me how I can prove that.
Print of age.
Similarly, if you remember when I have created that employee table in SQL, right? And then I told you that, okay, I will show you that engine has created that. Then for that, I have written DSC, describe, right? And it has shown me the structure, right? Similarly, when I have inserted the data in the table, I have shown with the help of select that, okay, select the start from employee on all the records were displayed. And that has proved that, yes, this data was stored in the table, right? Similarly, I will write here print age. It means I'm telling to Python, okay, Python, if you have stored 25 in age, please display this. Click on the run button. You see, Python has just put the age. This is the age you have stored in age. Is this clear?
Yes, Tanvir.
Yes, Tanvir.
Tanvir, I have a question here.
Yeah.
Can't we use semicolon here?
Semicolon part, just give me some time, please. I will come to that part.
Sure.
Okay.
And
I will
also,
discuss that part.
variable can be case sensitive or
A variable, I will show all the examples. Just I have started with variable. Many examples are there. I will show you one by one. Okay.
Sure. Thank you, then.
No issues. Okay. Now tell me one thing. If I will write print name, then what will be the output?
Rohan.
You all agree it will give Rohan or it will throw error message. Why? Because the name variable I have created here. After that, I have created age. So do you think my Python engine remembers that what Tanvir has stored in name carryback or name variable? Do you think what should be the output here? What do you think, guys?
Rohan. Yes, it will show Rohan.
I think it will display Rohan.
Rohan. Will display Rohan. Okay, fine. Let me run this. The output is Rohan. Now, what this proves? This proves that when you have created a variable in the memory, a space has been allocated for this. And whenever you will call it, engine will display this. Is this clear? Is this clear, guys?
Yes, Tanvir. It means that until the session is active, it will be the variable will be active, or
yeah, means so here like I'm telling you all those things on fly, but yes, it will be stored in the memory and all those things will be there. So this proves that yes, for this I told you that you have a carry bag, then you will keep that carry bag in some storage area of your scooty, right? So similarly, this name carry bag, this variable is getting stored somewhere in the memory, and this has proved it because after this name you created another variable age, but still how the engine remembers that Tanvir has stored Rohan in name. Wow, how? Because engine has stored it in the memory. That's why engine knows this. Hope it is clear.
Yes,
is this clear, guys?
Yes, Tanvir.
Fine. Can I proceed further?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, here you can ask that, okay, Tanvir, you have shown for, okay, no, leave that part, Now I will proceed further. And don't think that, okay, yeah, please go ahead.
Bhagyashir, yeah. So what is the scope of that variable?
Are you asking from local and global variable perspective?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so again, I need some time for that because local variable, global variable, that's a different use case. But until and unless you are not overriding this, again, that a new topic will come. Give me some time, Bhagesh, okay? Give me some time. When I will discuss all these things, I will tell you that override concept, the local variable, the global variable, when local variable will take precedence, when global variable will take precedence, that's entire different topic. We'll discuss all this, but that's in the scope. We'll discuss it, okay?
Okay, yes, absolutely fine.
Okay, no issues. Now, suppose I have written here name equals. May I request you all to go on mute or let me mute everyone? Okay, fine, thank you. Now, listen very carefully. I've written here name input. So if I have written name is equal to input, Input is a reserved keyword like your print. What is a reserved keyword? What is the meaning of reserved keyword?
Which engine has special
Which has
Special
some
meaning.
specific
Good.
meaning.
That's all. That's all. Which engine has a special meaning? Your engine knows what to do, right? And the definition is same whether you go for SQL, Python, Unix, Java, C, any language. The reserved keyword meaning is same. The engine knows what to do. Okay. If your written name equals input, so engine will understand that, oh, here Tanveer wants the user to pass some value. When you're writing input, no, so you're asking Python engine that you don't display anything. You ask the value from user, like suppose when you are logging in your Gmail, right, account, they will ask your Gmail ID, they will ask your password, right? So they are asking some input from you. So similarly, when you're writing input here, it means engine will ask some value from you. Okay. So now within this, I will write, please enter your name. Okay. Now I will run this. Oh no, shall I show this? Okay, first of all, I will show this. Okay, see, engine is asking, no, please enter your name. Then it is, there is a pop-up, you can give the name here. Okay, is this clear?
Yes, Tanvir.
Okay, now, same thing I will write again, and I will show you the full story of this. Please enter your name. And suppose you want to print this as well. After entering, if you want to print it, then what you have to do here, right? Print. We'll explain this part, don't worry. Okay, I will explain this in detail. Now I'm executing this. Oh, what can okay, this is 1 minute. So I have to go from here. This is taken part from here. Part is spending. I have to start this. The screen feeds open. This part is not taken from here. It's freeze, I think. I have to restart the kernel. 1 minute. What's the problem here? Where is that? One, yes. There's freeze here actually. Yeah, 1 minute. Just freeze here. So, or let me cut this as well. Let's start from the okay, after this, let me have a motion. Okay. Now suppose we have written here name equals input. Please enter your name. And then suppose you want to print it. Your name is, then you give your name here, then you comma, then you name for right. Still it is running. I think it's taking time. What has started here? There is to restart the kernel 1 minute. I have to restart it just a minute. Okay, fine. Sometime if it gets stuck, okay, so you have to restart the kernel, and then means if you will restart the kernel, you can see this option. Okay, then you can again execute it. Okay, so now see it is asking for please enter your name. Now suppose I will write my name is Rohan or anything. Suppose Rohan I have taken, my name is Abdul. Okay, now I click on the enter button. Now see it is displaying my name is Abdul. Now let's try to understand it one by one. What is the meaning of this? Okay. Now here, let me open a notepad here. So is this Excel sheet visible?
Yes,
Yes.
Tanvir.
Okay. Now let's try to understand the meaning of this. Sorry, the small piece of code. What is the meaning? The first line is name. What is this name?
Variable.
Variable. So here variable is your name, which is like a carry bag. So moment you will write, okay, and variable is a carry bag where you can store something. After this, you have written input. So the moment you will write, and the moment the engine will see that you have written input, the engine will understand that, oh, I have to ask some question from user, and user will pass some value. So that's why engine will display this. Please enter your name with a pop-up window. So that's why after this, you will see the Python engine will display this. Please enter your name with a pop-up window. It will ask the value. So then you will enter the value Abdul. Now, after this, once this will be executed, so after this, in your name variable, what you have?
Abdul.
Abdul. Is this clear so far? So here directly you are not passing any value. If you see all these examples here, directly I have given that I want Rohan in name. I want 25 in this age variable. But here in this case, I'm telling to engine that no, I will not pass value. You please ask the value from the user. And user, when they will pass some value, you please store it. So here user has passed the value Abdul. So this Abdul will be stored in this variable name. Is this line number 3 clear?
Yes.
Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Similarly, if you want that, no, Tanvir, I don't want name. I want age. Okay, and I want this to be in a new variable age. So you write age equals input. So input means you're asking user to pass some value. Okay. Enter. What's that? Enter your age. Okay. So what will happen? It will display this, enter your age, and suppose the user has mentioned something 25. Then in age variable, this 25 will be stored. So here with the help of input keyword, you are giving freedom to the user to pass value whatever you want. Then in line number 4, you are telling to Python that, okay, please print my name is within quotes, whatever you will write now, that will become static. So see, that's why in the output, if you see here, engine has displayed here, my name is till colon. See, so whatever you will write here, no, till here within quotes, it will display as it is. Then you have written comma name. It means you are telling that, okay, please display my name is. After that, display the value which is present in this variable name. So name what you have stored? Abdul. That is why it is displaying Abdul here. Is this clear?
Sir, can you explain the fourth line also?
Sure, I will explain this. This one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sure. First of all, is the line number 3 clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. In line number 4, we are telling to Python that print means what? To print something. Correct now?
Yes.
Print means to print something. You are telling to Python that please print something. Okay. In print here, you have 2 components or 2 arguments. This is the first one. Here you are telling, so within quotes, whatever you will write now, see here within quotes, I've written my name is. So it means within quotes, whatever you will write, engine will directly display that or print that. So this one, my name is clear. This one, which is in quotes.
Yes.
Okay. After that, you have given comma name. It means you are telling to Python that, okay, fine, you have displayed my name is. After that, please display the value which you have stored in the variable name. So in variable name, what you have stored?
Abdul.
Abdul. So that is why engine will display my name is
Abdul.
Abdul. Very simple.
Got it.
Hope it is clear.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Is this clear, guys? Everyone? No, not clear.
Tanvir,
Yeah.
so after that semicolon, there is a space between Abdul and, so is that by default?
Which space you are telling?
In the
Here, this one.
output. Yes.
This space you are telling this one. This is
Yes.
because, okay, I will show you this again. Understood your question. You see here what I will do. This I have given no. So if I will increase this one, okay. So this will consider this a space. Now suppose if I'm executing the same query. Okay, now suppose the same name I'm passing here, Abdul. Now see the output. It has taken this space, what you're given here. So
Yes.
within quotes, whatever you will give, no, it will take it.
Understood.
Okay. Hope it is clear.
Tanvir, on that, please enter your name. Name and Abdul, right? We don't have any space. Is that by default?
Good question. Good question. Good question. For that, what you do after this name, give a space. Okay. So then here as well, before between name and Abdul, you will get some space. Let me show you this. See, please enter your name. There is a space, no? Okay.
Yes.
It is because now I have given a space here. That's why engine will keep this space.
So next to the name, I can give colon.
Next, yes, you can give within quotes your wish. If you want,
can
you
give
can
any.
give that. Your wish. Okay. Now I have a question. Here, this name bucket, it was Rohan, right? Then how engine is displaying Abdul here? Abdul here, how?
Because we are passing the input reserve keyword, right? So that is storing the value, whichever you are entering.
Okay. Any other thought?
Maybe it is replacing the previous value Rohan with Abdul.
Yes.
Yes.
Here in this name carry bag, you have Rohan, but now you are you are placing Abdul in name variable. So now Rohan is no more present in name. Now Abdul is present in name variable. Is that clear?
So the keyword which is replacing Rohan with Abdul is the input.
Yes, input. Not input is not responsible for that. Let me give you one more example. Hold on. Suppose salary. I'm writing 200. Okay. Let me print this. Print salary. Is 200. Fine.
Yeah.
Now I'm putting in this salary variable 300. Print salary. Now tell me one thing. Are their variables same? This is also salary. This is also salary, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, what I have stored in salary?
200.
200. Here, what I have stored in salary? 300. So now if I will execute this, now see I'm running this. Now what is the value?
300.
300. So actually what is happening here? Your carry bag, where is this? This is your carry bag. And the name of this carry bag is salary. Earlier you have placed 200. Then you told engine to display. Engine has displayed 200, right? This is what happened here, correct? Then you have stored this 300. Like suppose today I went for shopping. Okay, I went for shopping and I bought apples. So suppose in the carry bag apple is there. So tomorrow, if I will bought oranges, so my carry bag will keep oranges? No. The same thing. Now I am placing 300. So now this will be replaced with 300. And if I will ask engine to display salary, it will display 300. Is that clear? So this is the behavior of variable. It is not because of input. No, it is the behavior of variable. You see in this example and this example, have I used input here? No.
No.
I have just used variable. Here in the variable, I placed 200. Here I placed 300. Now engine is displaying the latest one. Here with the help of input means you can ask user that, oh, you pass some value.
Okay.
Is this clear? What is print? What is input? What is variable?
Yes.
Okay. So I will stop here. Okay.
Means,
And
means Tanvir, previous value gets deleted from the storage.
override it.
Override.
The new value will replace it. Okay.
Okay.
And the previous sorry, the latest value
to
will be
retrieve the
stored here.
previous value, Tanvir?
For that, like when I will teach you list, tuples, and all those things, no? The sets, dictionaries, I will show you all those things. I'm very afraid of this Python because I know many are non-technical, right? So that's why I'm going in a very incremental manner, one by one, slowly. So this will go for next 2 to 3 weeks, and then we will pick up some momentum. Okay, but be honest and tell me, especially I'm asking from the non-technical folks. Have you understood what I taught you today? Was this clear?
Yes, I do.
It's very clear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, perfect then. I know I was very slow today, but these are the basic building blocks. If I will increase the pace, so maybe you will get confused, a little bit frustrated, and maybe then you will stop learning and you will skip the classes. So, but trust me, this is very simple. Okay, and this is interesting as well. Okay, so fine then, guys. I will stop here. The same way we will share the meeting invite. I have another meeting from 10:45 actually. So I have to stop here. And but the same way we will share the meeting. Sorry, what is that? Recording link, assignment, and everything. By tomorrow, I will share all these things. Okay, because it will take some time to streamline all these things. Okay. So fine then, guys. Okay, good. So fine then, guys. And if you have any suggestion or feedback, you can connect on my personal window. Okay, but guys, it is very difficult to cater to the test of each and every participant. Okay, so that's why my benchmark is the non-technical folks. That's why I will go from, I will keep the pace very normal. So please bear with us and slowly we will increase it. Okay, thank you. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, Tanvir. Thank you, team.
Tanvir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye.